Welcome, everybody. It's a special episode of the Scenario. Scenario is coming back very, very, very soon. This is one of the first episodes Matt and I did on the cruise. If anybody remembers this, it's an epic episode. We break down every friendship crew and how they're breaking down by different aspects of what the role is played by different friends within a crew. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Scenario is coming back in soon. We're coming back with the version of post 40. Or later 30s, what is a crew defined by and look like. So we wanted to get this out to y'all before we end up dropping that portion of it. And we hope y'all enjoy it. Keep rocking with the SOLC Network.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, a.k.a. Rated R.
And we are the We Coming For You cast. And we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and the everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Come For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
God bless the brother, man. he is a comeback story for real.
All right, so we're gonna use some of those topics at another later time. No, the topic today is Matt.
Oh, well, today we're going to go into the intricacies of what truly makes a crew. And when I say a crew, I'm talking about, we're about to discuss what goes into a successful crew.
It's like robbing a bank. If you have a crew to rob a bank, but it's your friends.
Yes, yeah.
You gotta have a wheelman, you gotta have a gunner, you gotta have a person that, can be able to break into it with computer hacking.
We're going to define the things that go into this, that go into a successful crew amongst dudes. So when you see your boys all anteed up, you got the whole crew together, you headed out. This is going to be, and I'm going to preface this. Mm-hmm. This is when you're in your prime.
Yeah, this
isn't when you got a brother that's retired. Yeah. But you know what though? A retired brother is almost always in one phase or another a part of the crew. There's always a cat.
He normally is the wheelman at that point. If he's retired, he's the wheelman.
But sometimes you got that dude. But there's two of them though.
It's retired.
We're gonna go into this.
Yeah.
First of all, we're gonna set a cap. This is a 7-man crew.
Yes.
All right.
You're robbing a bank. Like, set it off.
Because you get too many more than 7. First of all, you don't have a cohesive crew. You got a set at that point. And we're not here to do a set. This isn't going to be a No Limit album. This is going to be more of a
Rockefeller.
This is no.
Because they had a lot of extra people.
Yes, because Rockefeller had a bunch of cats that sucked.
So I mean,
this is going to be more of a death row. This is going to be more of a that type of thing, or maybe a frontline rotation of a basketball team,
or a beginning bad boy.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we're talking about what goes into making a successful crew for dudes. Where do you start with something?
I think
like
you got to start with the wheelman, which is the person that's kind of in the background that he keeps it. He's the one that he normally.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing. Who's the most important person in the crew? Who's the most important person?
The wheelman.
Really, the wheelman is?
Because he's the one that doesn't drink for real and watches everybody, make sure everybody don't get into no fights, run up on the wrong chicks.
You see, me, I think it's the negotiator.
But I think the wheelman is the negotiator too a lot of times.
No, the wheelman's a dude that, to me, in my mind,
yeah, he's the one that doesn't drink, that kind of watches everybody. The wheelman is just kind of
there like, yeah, we're going to do whatever. I'm down to do whatever. That negotiator is the cat that's out front being the mouthpiece, though.
But he's normally,
the negotiator is like the point guard of the squad. Like, he's the cat that's really making sure the night moves forward. Whereas the wheelman's just in the corner. He's in the corner chilling. Like, he's kind of like Tony Kukoc. He in the corner, just give him the ball. He gonna hit it. Like, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. If the wheelman was the Golden State Warriors of the past 2 years, Klay Thompson is the wheelman of the Golden State Warriors.
But is this the same person also the man that has the hookups?
No, I think that's the negotiator.
Then I'm saying the negotiator is the same person that has the hookups.
The negotiator is the dude that knows everybody, but he only really knows half of the people that he know. But he know the half of the people he know. He
are
really
the people
knows.
that you should know.
Yeah. The rest of the cats are just people maybe he took pictures with at some point or another. But I know them. It's my people. It's all good. Yeah. That's my people. It's all good. That's the negotiator. But he can talk your way into some situations to get into. So, but here's the thing. What is the ultimate goal of a successful crew? Like, what is it that you want to have?
Supreme fun, I think.
To overcome all obstacles, I feel like you should be able to take this group of 7. And
if anything happens.
7 to 8, there's an 8 person. I'm going to introduce who the eighth person is, too.
Now, who is
that? No. I'm going to bring him up in good time. We'll bring him up.
Okay.
That you can go to Vegas with this team and prosper. Like you can do it. You can do it all with this team and truly get it over. I gotta keep scoring.
All right.
I gotta keep scoring. And I've got to write some names down on this paper so
that
you can read who I put on this paper, so you know what I mean.
What you talking about?
So before we do this, let's get into the rules of how we're gonna do this. Number one, myself and Daryl have had quite a run in life.
Yes.
One of us gets married in a month and a half or so. Mm-hmm. One of us does not. One of us is
proclaimed the king of the north.
One of us is the king in the north, and we'll discuss that one day too. Maybe we could do that as the epilogue of this show about how you can become the king of the north. Because anybody can become. No. Not everybody.
It's discipline though too.
Not everybody can become the king in the north.
You have to be disciplined.
Yes, we'll address that.
Yeah.
So anyway, though, so what ends up what's going to happen is that we're about to. This is about to be like an episode of Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. We're about to bring up some situations that may or may not have happened in either one of our lives, but there are people that were part of these scenarios, and since we're not here to incriminate anybody, because different people at different points in their life.
And some people floating between different categories too within the crews too.
People have different eras. We're going to discuss that too.
Yeah,
we will discuss that too.
Because I know in my mind, I know how I flip with certain people where I've been a negotiator with sometimes, man, depending on who it is, who around, the other person will flip and I'll fall into another category, on top of that.
Yep. So here's what I've got so far. We're going to do this. I've got 5 roles. I'm going to put this one.
And then henchmen, you got to have 2 henchmen. Like the 2 guys that kind of just play their role.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's definitely the henchman for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And so here's what we got so far. We're going to come into this with 7 clearly defined roles.
Let's do this like a bank robbery, though. I think that keeps it better organized.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to rob a bank.
No. But I'm saying you get the roles like the man that let's start from the top. Who makes the plan? Who comes up with the plan of how we're going to do this?
Okay. So
here's that the negotiation.
I'm gonna give you the names of the roles I got right now. Okay.
All right.
Here's how it works. Number 1, you got the superstar.
Mm-hmm.
You got the guy that people would think on the outside is
the negotiator.
No.
It's the centerpiece.
It's the centerpiece of the crew.
But he's not. He's the one you put up front. And give me the pen. I have one.
Hold on. Wait. I will give you. I need that. I will give you your scorecard here as well.
Because I got someone automatically right there, right off the top.
I've got guys that I'm about to describe. Some
I got someone we both know that is atypical for this.
Yes. So,
all right. So this is my superstar. We call him the Method Man of our crew.
Yeah, for sure.
We call him the Method Man.
Sure.
He's not the best rapper in the crew though, but he has the best voice. He's the most identifiable amongst everyone. He's the Method Man of your Wu-Tang. Maybe we need to do like a Wu-Tang Clan. Maybe we need to do like a Wu-Tang Clan.
There's the superstar of mine right there.
Where you at? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he's always been the superstar.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna hate us because y'all not gonna see him. We're
Never.
never. Not even on like an unreleased, not even on like the outtakes will there ever be discussed about what we're saying here. So anyway though, so here are the roles as I see fit. Mm-hmm. If you want to blend some in, maybe we can get the ultimate crew on the other side of this. So for as I see for a crew, in my mind, there's the superstar, the centerpiece, the guy the one that chicks would look at and think that that's the guy. See, and that women think that because in women crews there is a superstar,
right?
And they surround themselves
because the women crews, the superstar is the one constructing everything.
Women crews are built like Destiny's Child. That's what they're built like.
Men's crews are never built like this.
Men's crews are not built like that. Men's crews are more built like New Edition. So here's the thing I'm going to say.
That's the best analogy. They are though built like a New Edition.
There are very few crews
or like
of women.
a Wu-Tang Clan or something like that.
There are very few crews of women I've ever seen that have multiple lead singers. I'll put it that way. It's more or less like a quarterback and his offensive line. And that's not necessarily right out the gates a weight joke, but I'll explain that later. Because we're going to compare a guy crew against a women crew before the end of it. And we're going to invite some women listeners to rebut what goes into this.
Make sure y'all email us, straightolc@gmail.com.
Do not call me nor show up at my house after we finish this show. But anyway, though, the roles on how I see it are a superstar, the guy up front that, that from the outside looking in, you think that's the guy, but he's really not.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you got the negotiator, who is the point guard. He's the guy you put in the mix and do all that. Mm-hmm. After that, you got the wheelman. Now, the wheelman is the guy that sits in the corner. That's Klay Thompson. You know, he gets what's shot out there. He doesn't miss it.
And he also regulates, make sure everybody stays, like, he watches the floor, too, to make sure everybody don't get in no fights.
Indeed.
Like you know, he doesn't drink. Ooh. Or he drinks light.
He doesn't drink as much.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's not okay. But see, he's the least, usually the person that drinks the least.
So then you've got, and then after that you got your Daytons. I'm gonna say you got your spokes or your Daytons of the crew after that, all purpose.
No, I want to put it the data man, like kind of like the computer man, the guy that knows how to crack into the safes. That's the mouthpiece guy. He's not the negotiator. He just knows how to talk to people after you get into the spot. Random people, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the negotiator is so wrapped up in negotiating stuff, you need to have another person that's got the mouthpiece.
Well, okay, I can see that. But I'm going to run through all of these, and then we'll blend them. So right now we did Superstar, we did Negotiator,
Wheelman.
We did the Wheelman. I'm now do the all-purpose guy. This is the utility guy that can do a lot of different things. That he can't do it as well as everybody else, but if you need something done, he can step up and do it.
Gotcha.
All-purpose guy. After that, you got
he's the IF. The
you got your henchman. After that, you got your henchman.
So he's like James Bond.
Which is your cat that probably played college football and he ain't really been talking to black chicks that long, but he can still pull them because he's huge.
Yeah.
So you got your henchman after that, and then
how many utility guys do you have?
I got one. I got one per role right now. So then you got your retired guy. This is the guy that's in a relationship. He's happy to get out the crib. You probably sent your all-purpose dude to work over his woman so he could come out. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's a negotiator.
Yes, because he's a negotiator. Yes. No. Negotiator stays the hell away from everybody's girlfriend.
Come on, superstar.
No. I'm my all-purpose guy. I got a superstar negotiator, a wheelman, an all-purpose guy. Yes, the utility guy.
Is also
the utility guy. Yeah, utility guy. I'll change his name to utility guy.
Okay.
So he plays infield, outfield. He catches. He might fuck around and pitch if you need him to.
Yeah, but he may not be a good pitcher, but he can.
Yeah, but he gonna do it though. He's doing good enough. He might throw a knuckleball or something to get it by. So you got him. You got your retired guy. That your all-purpose guy has been able to negotiate him getting out the house. Like that's dope. That's why he's your all-purpose guy. After that, you got your happy to be here guy. The guy that probably don't fit in with the crew and probably wouldn't be shit on his own, but he with the crew, so he on. Right. So he's on, and
he usually is down for whatever.
Yeah,
like you could kind of.
Yeah, he's like, down. He's gonna buy drinks. He's gonna make sure it's down because he's happy to be there. Yeah, he's the Jud Buechler of the '96 Bulls,
and because he's getting rings on the fact that he's down.
Exactly, he's fucking John Sally. So all right, so then you got the happy, and then the last dude you got in the crew is the in and out cat, the cat that you like. Damn, I haven't seen him in a second, but then he pop up like, oh shit. But he kind of don't be bringing nothing with him. But he be hanging out with the crew though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you got that. So my thing is superstar, negotiator, the wheelman, the utility man, the henchman, the retired guy, the happy to be here guy, and the in and out guy. Mm-hmm. Those are my roles as I see a full.
And the in and out guy, he's floats in and out. So
yeah, you might go to the club and see him with some people you ain't never met in your life. Like these my cousins. Like, what's up? I didn't even know he was even. But you ain't even call him to come out because he don't never really be around. But then he always be there. you know you gonna see him.
Yeah,
but he probably gonna be with like a random chick. You gonna be like, what the fuck? Who is that? Oh, dog, man, it's crazy. Long story. He's the long story cat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'm up. Hit me up, and then you don't see him for like a month.
Yeah,
but then he be back. Like everybody has that cat. He ain't out because he's retired. He ain't out because he's responsible and he got a gig and all of that. He just on some other shit. Yeah. Like as a whole.
Off the top, he just is where he is.
So that's how I see it.
Ooh, man, this is good, man. So Superstar, he's the one that you kind of and you push that Superstar too.
So here's the thing: Superstar walks in. Superstar is in the weight room all the time. He ain't got no mouthpiece though. He can't talk to save his life. He couldn't talk his way out of a paper bag. But he walk in though, and chicks be looking like, ooh, that's it. Like okay. So we can apply this to the Avengers. Maybe we can do it this way. Superstar is Thor. Thor just shows up. Cat had a crack of lightning and landed on the top of a plane. And he was a superstar of the movie from that point on. He was Thor. So the superstar of the crew, that's Thor. All muscles, tall as hell, but he ain't really got no lines you remember in the movie by the end of the day. But he gonna get some ass.
Oh, and the sad part about it is with the superstar is that if you told him that, he would think it was blasphemous.
You're like,
that he is Thor.
Yeah, he'll be like, I'm at least Iron Man. Like, no, you're not. No way you're Iron Man. Get the fuck out of here. You're not Iron Man. You fucking be the Black Widow before you Iron Man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that is Thor. He's Thor. He shows up, and then all the chicks that they want a good dude, they always gravitate towards Thor, and you be like, well, if you want a good dude, you probably shouldn't be messing with Thor, because Thor is going to do the same thing tomorrow night.
And he gonna take you to Asgard and drop you off.
Thor's here for the Challenger battle and to celebrate his victories.
And drink.
And to throw his hammer around. Thor's here to drink, celebrate his victories, and throw his hammer around.
That's real.
That is the superstar of the crew.
Yes,
and I look at the name that I've written on this list, and he has done this for 12 years as I've known him, and he has been wildly successful, and I know he has too. So as we both look at our list, we see who that guy is. So, are we in agreement? Is that what the superstar of the crew is?
Yeah.
Because we got to define what everything is going to happen before we go into how it works out, how it really works out. So, all right. So tell me, negotiator.
This is my negotiator.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought that'd be you.
No, I'm on purpose.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I've got a negotiator. I'm gonna just offer people.
No. That guy.
I'm gonna offer
that guy right there.
I'm gonna offer forward people from different crews I've had because I've kind of been like Paul McCartney in my career. Like I started with the Beatles, and everybody knows me because I was in the Beatles. But I was in Wings. You know what I'm saying? I made songs with Michael Jackson. I've had a lot of runs in my career.
With Stevie Wonder.
Yes, exactly. You know who my negotiator is gonna be? And it's gonna be a guy that I wanted to come do this show too.
Yeah.
He's one of the great negotiators of all time. So, all right, so with these two guys in the fold, let's talk about it. Yeah. Negotiator. You started this one, the negotiator.
This guy, describing this guy, him and the superstar actually are interchangeable sometimes, depending on the situation.
Okay.
We used to call them Plan A and Plan B. Like, it was kind of like blue pill, red pill.
Right.
And and it's so funny, the other one would switch to the other role if the other one was a superstar.
I couldn't see that superstar ever not being a superstar.
No, it's switched the opposite way sometimes if the other guys.
You see, our superstar,
because they both are type super type A's.
Our superstar, oh damn it, our superstar was an unwilling superstar. Like that's just who he is as a person. Like we would have parties, and he would just automatically just go to the floor in the middle of the floor and just dance with chicks.
But that's both of these guys too.
Because that's what he's there for. But he would always emerge victorious at some point in the evening. He would always emerge victorious at some point in the evening. And in life in general, he would. Like there were times when I would be giving him my license to get into the club early in our run, back when we were still playing in Liverpool before we made it big and went worldwide. That I was 20, he was 21, I was 22, he was 20, and he'd get in the club on my ID and still prosper more than me. Somehow that worked out. So that's how I say, all right, but the negotiator is key. That is the most vital. That is the most vital role of the entire thing.
It's tricky because you would think he would maybe be a superstar who I've listed, but he actually pushes against it somewhat because he's so affable with people. He wins people over very fast because he's a big dude, so you just automatically think he's going to be one way, and he's totally not.
But see, here's the thing about the negotiator role. The negotiator can be a lot of different types of people, though.
Yeah.
It could be anybody from Chris Paul to Shaq.
Yeah.
It could be anybody because Shaq and Chris Paul are both negotiators.
Now, my wheelman, I think you're going to definitely feel my wheelman.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You right now for yours too? Yeah. Like that's a consensus.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That's a consensus one.
Yeah, absolutely.
In multiple crews, he automatically comes in as your wheelman.
The wheelman
if he will go to another crew and to rob a bank and automatically become their wheelman.
The wheelman is the best person you got to offer.
Yeah,
like the wheelman,
and he's usually the most pure. He's usually the most
The wheelman's
moralistic.
the wheelman's the best guy you got to offer.
Yeah, like if okay, put it like this, ladies and gents. If the wheelman is super scum, then everybody else just falls right behind him. Usually the wheelman is what you put up front, like and saying like this is the best that we all can be.
No, that's true. That's true. This is what we would aspire to be if we could
exactly. And if the wheelman is an
be.
asshole, then you just best believe that everybody else is just a curmudgeon after that. Like
that's fair.
Like horrible curmudgeon.
No, that's fair as hell.
After
that's fair as hell. Yeah, this person is huge. I mean, this is the person. He's the glue of the entire operation. If something happens to him, everybody else loses their role. Like everybody else, the superstar usually can still emerge victorious because he'll just leave with the chick.
Yeah,
and he'll
find his own way.
Yeah, like
the negotiator will too.
Yeah, negotiator's fine. Okay, negotiator's fine. But like things. But nobody will operate at their optimal ability without a good wheelman. Nobody will be that. It's just not possible to happen. So, another good wheelman that I'm gonna put down here too.
Ooh, yeah.
He's an elite level wheelman.
He's an elite
level wheelman. Like he's one of the best wheelmen you can get. So that's the thing that you gotta have. I'm about to add another position too.
Which one? What are you adding?
I'm adding another position to the bottom. It's gonna be the center of attention.
Oh shit!
The crew has now got up to 9 people, but some crews can get to 9 people.
Yeah.
It can. It really can. But we'll get to that's one last. I'm gonna go to henchman next. No, actually, no. It's time for the utility man.
Yeah, I put myself out there. I've always been a utility man.
I've always been a utility. So here's the thing: is that when you're a utility man, here's the best thing about being a utility man is that the utility man.
Going back to henchman, is henchman the savage?
Henchman is the cat that you look at the bar and he's taking like 4 shots of hen and you understand in the next hour things might get out of hand.
He's the savage then. He's the savage. He's
the
Hulk.
He is the Hulk. You were right. So to keep with our Avengers analogy so far, the negotiator is Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay.
Yes. The negotiator is Iron Man. The wheelman is Hawkeye.
Is it Hawkeye?
Oh yeah, Hawkeye was the one that would come in and be blowing stuff up.
From the long distance, making sure everything good.
The utility guy is Captain America. He can do all of that stuff. And now the henchman is the Hulk.
Yeah.
All right, so
it's a lot of guys.
Utility henchmen. I've been a henchman. I would probably say, "Oh, I know who my henchman is."
Oh, that was also I was going to say too.
So the henchman.
But he's also in the retired section too.
We're going to get to how people get to the retired
the transition. Section. Usually, it's the henchman that goes to retire catalog the most.
That is true. The henchman somehow gets retired first. We're gonna also do the deconstruction of the crew before we get out of here as well. Right after the comparison to the lady crew. But anyway, the utility guy. Utility guy he can do some of everything. He's one of the best looking guys you got. He's one of the guys.
He's athletic. He's built.
He knows how to do all. He knows how. He's athletic. And he's not the same type of athletic as a superstar. He's a good looking dude. He ain't the same type of good looking dude as the superstar.
Superstar is different.
He can talk.
Kind of
he can
thing.
talk. He ain't as good with it as a negotiator. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. If you approach a group of women, and you almost always, even if you've got your full crew with you, you're gonna approach a group of women at a loss of numbers. I don't know how many times in my life I've approached. First of all, I probably would have ran. That I would have showed up with a group of the whole crew found less women to holler at one time. Because the crew is going to disperse. Like, the crew never stays together.
Maybe 2 at the max.
So you have 2 parts of the crew go and talk to 4 or 5 women.
Now, in this matchup, who rolls with who?
We're gonna do that too.
Yeah,
we'll do that too. But let's say you go.
First correctly.
Let's say you go to talk. Let's say you go to talk with a group of women in 2 scenarios. First scenario is the utility guy and the superstar go to talk to a group of women. First of all, the superstar isn't doing any talking at all because he's rotated away and he's having that conversation on his own, but she's doing more talking than he's doing because he's a superstar. And she don't even realize she's talking as much as she is. Meanwhile, the utility guy's been left with 4 women on the other side, 3 of which might be unsavory. But one of them is decent enough. She might be the utility chick of their crew. So, I mean, but you're having conversations, you're talking with them and all that. That the utility guy is keeping the whole thing moving for everybody else. Because then you might see a third member of the crew who obviously is going to see the utility guy talking to this many women is going to move his way in like, oh, this is my boy Henchman. Henchman.
And the Henchman will come in and take on the 3.
Yes. And then the utility guy wins on the second tier or the first tier chick that was sitting there. Because usually first tier chick does not separate to go talk to superstar. It's very rare that Beyonce and Bobby Brown get together. That does not happen that often. You know what I'm saying?
Usually second tier will flow directly go to
superstar. Second, the main girl might look at superstar, but she would disqualify him because she's looking at him like he's just that. Main girl doesn't get enough credit because main girl is smart. Some female crews have multiple main girls too, and that is a problem. It is rare. It is rare as hell.
But it's a problem. Yeah.
We both know a crew that's got multiple main girls.
Yeah.
And it's a problem.
It's a very big problem.
It's a huge problem. But here's the thing about it is what happens is that she's probably not going to go after Superstar unless she just got out of a breakup or, she's really feeling like throwing balls to the wall that night. Not literally, hopefully. But, you know what I'm saying? So you'll be still left there with that chick. Utility guy has a better opportunity of ending up with Beyonce
with the Superstar
than Superstar does. Superstar doesn't want to do the work to get with her when he can just grab Kelly and go. He can grab Kelly and leave. You don't have to wait on Beyonce.
Or grab what's the other one?
Latavia?
Not the top.
Latoya?
Latoya.
Yeah, you could grab Latoya too. He could grab Latoya. Latoya's not bad either.
Yeah, Latoya's. I would say she's second.
Superstar builds his career on a series of Latoyas as opposed to having
his whole career is Latoya's.
It's like what ends up happening most often than not is Beyonce either gets with the henchman or she ends up with the utility guy.
You don't think Negotiator?
No, I don't think Negotiator gets that. I think Negotiator is the guy that he has
so much going on because he's negotiating everything going on.
Like Negotiator ends up getting married and you're like, what? Yeah. Like the Negotiator ends up being your best man though. Like that's the difference. Utility man is probably not your best man. Superstar definitely isn't. Negotiator is your best man. That's who the Negotiator is. You know what I'm saying? So I look at all those different things and I say that to say utility man can do anything. He gonna buy drinks at the bar to make sure everybody's good. He gonna know people places so that you know about parties. He gonna know how to get you in the joints. He gonna do the legwork to make sure the night is set up and is good. But then when you get there, he can bounce between different things and get it done. But he will take losses next to Superstar if it comes down to
Negotiator?
Yeah. No. I'm talking about utility. Everything utility. Utility man will lose to Superstar.
And Negotiator is actually politicking with so many people in there trying to keep up the ability to be able to get into places and keep be able to have it. So he's kind of flowing.
Utility man is a various position. A lot of people can be that. But utility man will take some losses because of the fact that he isn't the extreme. Yep. And there's situations where there's a lot of extremes and the middle gets lost in the mix. But he never really totally loses, but he doesn't necessarily get the first or he doesn't necessarily always get that easy catch or the worst catch or anything like that. But he might end up with the best catch. He might end up with that.
If he plays it right.
Yeah, so moving forward to the henchman.
Yes.
We spent a lot of time on the utility guy. Henchman might require less time than anybody else is clear. This is your homeboy is going to get fucked up in the first 15 minutes you in the club. He going to disappear for a second, and you might see him getting ready to fight a cat once or twice.
Yep, there you go.
You might end up outside of the club, but he means it in the moment, but he's always going to beg down on us being like, I was doing it for us. Like, he was doing this like, dog, we was good.
He'll double down on it.
You'd be like, I was good. Like, me and Utility was at the bar chilling, and then you was out here doing this. He's like, my bad. Then he cool for a second, come and drink, kick it. He's the best time. He's the best time of everybody for a little while. You turn your head for 3 seconds. He's getting ready to get into a fight again. But then somehow he ends up with a chick at the end of the night, or he ends up with a number that he don't remember who it is. So the negotiator or the utility man has to remember who it was he talked to.
There's another one I'm nominating.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So the henchman is important because if it does break down and you end up getting into some stuff, he's you good.
Oh,
you got a good.
He's gonna rap everybody.
You got a good henchman because 2 henchmen are always gonna hook up. They're always going to link up. One crew's henchman is going to link up. Colossus and Juggernaut are always going to end up fighting at some point.
So he's going the Hulk versus who? Who would be the Abomination or something?
Yeah, Abomination. Yeah. So you got a Hulk right there. So now you got moving down the line. You got the retired cat. Now that's tough because the retired cat can be either a guy who's married. It's an ex henchman. It's a former henchman. Is usually your retired guy.
It's 100% your retired guy is usually the ex henchman.
So looking at that, that's a tougher thing to define because usually the retired guy sometimes is semi-retired, meaning he's in a relationship and he ain't hollering at nobody. He just there to kick it. He there to chill. You know what I'm saying, and be cool. But he might turn up though.
Yeah,
because he out the crib. Because he out the crib. So he might turn all the way up too. And then you got to end up taking care of him and you got to take him to the crib and you got to make a phone call because he was supposed to be at the crib. But you can't take him home like this.
But what happens when your superstar ends up retired and he comes back out of retirement and now it's another person overtook the superstar spot and now he thinks he has the same superstar spot.
But he's still retired at that point.
But he's back and he's turning up and he's like, I'm the superstar.
But you're not no more. I think that once you give up being a superstar, you can never be it again. I think that's...
I'm thinking like when Jordan came back type thing. Like,
wow. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen. And that's why Michael Jordan's sitting at the big table. Michael Jordan's sitting at the big table because I've never seen a superstar...
I've seen it happen between these two guys. I've seen it happen between them.
I don't know if he's retired. I don't think he ever really retired. This guy ain't retired. He's living life. He ain't never retiring. He moved to a bigger city like Kevin Durant so he can put up more shots and win more titles. Like, he ain't retiring ever. Ever. The retired cat is kind of the cat that's kind of trying to figure his way out, get back into who he is. Because, you know, once upon a time, the retired cat, like in college, the retired cat might have been the man. He might have been the shit in college. Yeah. But it's been so long. And he love his girl, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he really love his girl. He really rock with her. He happy with the crib. He happy staying home Fridays. You don't get him out every time, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't going to show up every time you go out. So, the retired cat is kind of like Robert Horry, where he only averaged like 7 points a game, but it's an important 7 points. Yeah. And you happy to have him there because you don't get to hang out with him as much.
He'll actually block for you for what some of those other tier women, too, for you in the club.
Yeah, that is very true.
And he'll actually take him on, like, don't care. Like, oh, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got a guy to throw into this.
Yeah, I got some.
I mean, there's some people at this point, but they're not. At this point, so many people are retired at this point that it's
kind of hard, though. It'd be revisionist history for me to go back and think.
Yeah, and then think about who was that guy back then at that point. But that's a guy that's always a guy in the crew who got a girl all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, he always got a girl. And he's
an habitual relationship guy.
All right, so the happy to be here guy. Everybody, the happy to be here guy is a guy that ends up just hanging around.
And collecting.
Yeah.
He collects.
He collects.
He collects some good stuff. He collects good, and he actually gets a lot of. He gets the great recycling bin. Like,
but you know what the happy to be here guy brings, unlike anybody else, is that he brings the bottle of all bottles to set the night off. Like, he the cat that
he's the one that comes in with the bottle.
He show up with Ace of Spades. He show up with like some ace, like he does it over the top, and like you like, damn, this dude's all right. Let's keep him here. He gonna buy drinks for the chicks because he happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? You gonna save money fucking with the happy to be here cat. Like, he's on point. He's there. He's there to do it. Now, you don't want to necessarily kick it with the happy to be here cat 1-on-1 though. Like, if you just going to grab a brew or something and you gotta chop it up, you don't want to just go with the happy to be here cat. But when it comes to a whole crew situation, he's vital. He's important. Yeah. He needs to be there. So
he also is going to be the guy that's going to be able to get on the dance floor with the ladies too and set your crew off too.
Yeah, he's going to do what it takes. They're going to put it in turn. He's like the pledge that you keep around to run and do the crazy shit for you because he's happy to be there and he want to be down. So you got that cat. I don't know, but he's there.
Yeah.
Now the next thing I got is the in and out guy.
It's so many people.
He's the wild card.
Yeah.
He's rolling dice. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to describe him. Everybody got one though.
Yeah.
Everybody got one. He pop up at all the most unlikely spots. He'd be like, how the hell did you get here? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, dog, crazy story. He's crazy story. Everything he says.
And he's always with a chick that you ain't never seen before.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh man, let me introduce you to Stacy, man. You know what I'm saying? How long you know? Oh man, you know.
No man, yeah, it's been a crazy story, right? Like I met her, like
I'm finna give you mine. I'll in and out. He don't live here no more, but I don't even know if you know him. Well, you don't know him, but I talked about him before.
No, I know. I know who he is, though. I got a crazy story, guy.
They'd be like, oh man,
sure.
what happened was, you
This
know.
is like
And he always talking about like, man, y'all should roll with me somewhere. Oh damn, that's it.
He's the number one ranked crazy story guy.
Yeah, let me go. My guy is
to this day. That is my boy too. Like that is my homie. But he in and out, and he crazy story guy.
He's also
but he always got hookups though.
He does.
He always got hookups.
But he's always in and out too, and he's always got a new chick too. Yeah.
And then in and out guy's the guy that pops up like, yeah, I've been engaged for like 2 months.
And you be like, what?
And he did that too.
Yeah, he did. He said that's true. No, I know. Like,
that is in and out guy. That is the definition of in and out guy. Yep. That's who he is. So
center of attention is the last one.
Center of attention. This is the dude that if you, like say you having a house set, you got to come through people, like he gonna tell some jokes. He gonna get people loosened up. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get the spotlight on him. But you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't really doing it on purpose. But sometimes they might be. They're like the center of attention dude that do want the spotlight because he trying to shine like the superstar, or he trying to be chill like the all-purpose cat or the negotiator. You know, negotiator has people come to him naturally because he hustle man. You know what I'm saying? He out here talking. You know, he got people that gravitate to him. Center of attention dude don't really have that one personality trait or that physical trait that makes people just come to him like automatically, but he's got that thing. But he's gonna push for it though to get it. And sometimes center of attention dude is cool though. Maybe he's the funniest dude in the whole crew. Like he can just tell jokes. He gets it over. And you know what? And jokes get pussy.
100%.
He can get some pussy.
My center of attention guy has rolled. If you only knew.
And he ain't telling no corny ass jokes. He out here working
now,
for
with
real.
The utility man, he's also the alley-ooper.
Oh, utility dude funny. Like he can make it happen.
Like he's the one that be like, yo, I know. And he's the one that actually negotiator is not the point guard. The utility guy is the point guard. Because he sees the whole floor. No. Because he sees the whole floor.
No. The utility guy is a small forward that brings the ball up the court. Like Grant Hill or LeBron James.
Yeah. He sees the whole floor though. He knows like, I know such and such like certain types of guys. I'm just going, boom, roll that way. I'm telling you, I seen the floor. I know what's kind of popping. Or you're the guy that's already talking to somebody like, you know what? I know. Actually, you want the utility guy to be already talking to girls and be talking to one of them because he already knows how to distribute out the other friends and see who's interested in who by always knowing
Here's
what
the
it
thing.
is.
Before we take a break, we're gonna do this before we take a break. We're gonna do it after we take a break.
We do a tease?
Here's the thing. I want to talk about how it is you introduce the people in your crew to a chick if she's trying to meet a dude. Like, what do you say about them?
That's a good one. And when we come back to about when these crew people go and do those, who rolls with who?
Very important. Very important to say.
We'll be back after the break.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Welcome back. All right. So,
shit, man, I'm hungry.
So you said first. What you said? We had two topics we're gonna bring back here for the second half.
So do we want to go? I mean, do we want to go straight into how you introduce the guys in your crew to a chick, or do we want to compare it against the girl crews?
No, let's get the comparison to girl crews. We kind of talked about it a little bit because
they're much smaller.
Yeah, women crews are much smaller. Which is so funny because it's more of them. It's
women
more
crews.
There's more women crews.
That's true.
But less numbers in crews.
That's true. It's like the number of teams in the baseball compared to college football.
There you go. Exactly.
Like
there
there's
you go.
30 teams in baseball and there's like 125 in college football.
Yeah. So
Girl crews are playing. Girls have crews within crews too.
Oh, because they'll have 4, but then 2 will dump out with each other.
2 don't fuck with each other, so they can't all. They don't want to be in the crew with the other one. So they got multiple crews within crews, and then you got the whole thing on top of that is that even within the crew, there's different people within the same crew that don't mess with each other. That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
but that should be happening out here.
Oh, it happens a lot.
But you know what though? If you sit there and rap with them about it, it actually does make sense. They got valid reasons for a lot of shit that just gets written up as being petty. Like women be having valid ass reasons, but you just look at it through the lens of a dude and be like, shit, I just fought his ass.
Yeah, like he just gets voted off the crew.
I gotta quit fucking with him. But then like, but then I gotta. But there's but thens, and
it usually is a cousin or friend of her best friend. It's usually the childhood friend or best friend of, or the chick that went to college with the one girl. Where it's like I can't cut her off because she brought old girl into the crew. And that's my homie, so I can't bring her and so that's why we a crew though and everything. Right.
That's
usually it's the superstars.
All of that shit.
Probably the superstars, right?
All of that shit we just talked about be happening out here.
Is it the superstar based off the superstar? Is it the superstar that keeps all them together in their crew?
No, I don't know. Superstars are gonna be all right as long as they're not around too many other superstars. So,
because you know what, a superstar.
Dude crews can have more than one superstar. Like
it's not just one.
You can have the 2012 Heat happen. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said,
you can at least have
when we were popping. Those two was like literally. It was them two with superstar status.
Yeah, like you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can pull it off. I mean, my immediate crew had a bigger star, and then it had a lesser star, and then I don't know, it's hard to say. We were really like the Beatles though, because everybody was a star. Everybody's just like a different type of star. Like he was like John Lennon. No, he was Paul McCartney. We had a John Lennon. I was like George Harrison. I would sing a song every once in a while, but that song was dope. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it was I played dope ass guitar all the time.
Would Ringo be the center of attention?
You know what? Ringo got a chance, and there were people that were Ringo people. We had a Ringo. We had a huge Ringo. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna make sure I play this for him too. But yeah, we had a Ringo. So I mean, but you know, like that's how it works out sometimes. So
when you introduced these guys in the crew to
which one is the one that you are most likely to introduce first? Step outside of a role yourself. Mm-hmm. Let's just say that you had to introduce. Which one of these guys do you? If your girl says, "I want to meet a nice guy," which one of them do you?
You start with the superstar first.
A nice guy?
You start. You know the reason I say you start with the superstar because you. Okay. Oh, you mean I'm talking about if you're in a crew, you're the first guy talking to the crew, and your boys are coming over. I mean,
no. What I'm saying is that you don't. Let's say you don't have a role. We have to step outside of the role.
Okay, you're just saying there's another crew out there.
Yeah, you say, "Hey, I'm going to introduce you to this guy." Which guy do you introduce him to first?
The wheelman.
Really?
No, because the wheelman.
I'm introducing him to the utility guy first.
I can see that.
Because the utility guy probably is the one that's the more.
And he's able to delegate. Like, okay, you know what? Me and you not gonna match. I can delegate you out.
Utility guy is wild, responsible on the low.
Yeah,
like he's that. But in real life, so I agree. I would probably introduce the utility guy first. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how.
Because he can delegate.
Because I can trust him to not do any fuck shit on the back end. I literally try to avoid introducing people to the superstar, but girls don't be wanting to hear that.
They want to meet the superstar.
He got arms and he got 6 packs, and I want all of that, and it's like, but he ain't tripping off of you at all.
And usually, and the funny thing is, the superstar turns down a lot of the first draft picks from other crews all the time. Like, I'm sorry, you'll be like, yo, you ain't gonna get on. She alright. And you be like, really?
I mean,
really?
she was cool, but I mean.
And then they end up messing with the Kelly.
Right.
And you be like, really? So you.
And then they end up getting married to Michelle. And you be like,
really?
And you be thinking, like, out of all the ones
but I think it's more about the ego of the superstar, and that Michelle will cater to the superstar of the ego.
Also, Michelle will whoop his ass if he gets out of line, too.
But she also caters to the ego of the superstar.
You know what? Most of the superstars I've seen to get curved are the ones that just get lulled to sleep, like they in a sleeper hole.
Talking about the person, the girl that hangs around and just kind of.
No, she don't hang around. She takes control
away
from the superstar.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Look at the people that you've listed as being superstar right there. They had the control taken away from their ass. Now, sometimes they woke up and but
try to flip it.
But that negotiator who was a part-time superstar, sleeper hole.
Yeah.
Sleeper hole.
Yeah.
So that's just how it works.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how it is. So you would introduce them. They would, if they really want to meet the nicest guy in the crew. No girl wants to meet the nicest guy in the crew. They want to meet the most interesting
They really don't.
guy. They want to meet the most interesting guy. That's probably the utility guy.
It is.
Quite honest.
It is.
You know, the wheel man, I think is second. And I think that the negotiator might be third. Superstar isn't in my top three because they don't really want that. And I have tons of female friends.
They think they want that.
Yeah, they want that because they see that on TV. It's Thor. Women love Thor. They love him.
Because Chris Hemsworth is the most attractive dude out of the Avengers. It's the same.
They love Thor. They love Thor. And chicks love Superman, you know, but they don't really want to hang out with him. And eventually they come around, they realize it, like, he was fun, but he was stupid. Or he was this, and that. Now, I'm not saying your superstar got to be stupid.
No.
But it's hard for you. It's hard, in my mind, it's hard for you to be a superstar unless you don't make 2 or 3 just really what-the-fuck level decisions. Yeah. At least, annually.
Usually the superstar also, if he plays it right, has figured out a way to continue with his status as being a superstar throughout ages. So he gets his money right, he does all the different things like that. So he transitions superstars because in college it's like, oh, he's kind of fly, got nice hair, and he got a body. He transitioned to the guy in the suit that's got the flower whip, that's doing it. So the superstar understands that he needs a transition in every period.
On the low, your superstar is kind of actually doing the shit he's got. The superstar ain't got to be like a dumb jock. Like he may
actually be the most one.
That's your henchman.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But like the superstar on the low be doing the shit he got to do too, though.
Yeah,
so it's
he's not. He understands that he's got to transition over time too.
Right.
The negotiator can. See, the thing about the negotiator can be a superstar too. That's what I'm saying.
He gets his shine. Yeah. Here's the thing: if you're in a good crew, everybody gets their shine. Here's the thing: nobody aspires to be the superstar. Nobody in a good crew should aspire to be the superstar. Because if you're in a crew with somebody, he's just another dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that dude right there is just another dude to me. It's no different to me. It might be different to these chicks, but it's no different to me.
I'm gonna write some comparisons to the Wu-Tang Clan because that's the best way.
Okay.
Method Man is your superstar.
Yeah.
Your negotiator
is Ghostface.
I was gonna say that Ghostface Killer is your wheelman.
RZA
is Inspector Deck. No. I would say your utility guy is
I think your wheelman gotta be Raekwon, dog. It's gotta be Raekwon.
Yeah, your Raekwon is your real man.
Like Raekwon and Hawkeye kind of the same cat.
Yeah. But okay, and then your utility man is RZA. Your henchman is ODB. I mean, I don't see how you cannot have ODB as your
ODB could be the in and out cat though too.
He serves 2 purposes. Your retired guy, I probably put Deck, Inspector Deck.
Okay.
Like he's consistent though too though. He's going you know what I'm saying?
I'll put Deck there.
Yeah. Happy to be here is You Got.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You Got is your happy to be here. Center of attention. I guess the only person left we missing is Master Killer, right? Yeah. Yeah, Master Killer's on the left. I guess he could be center of attention because he's all, he's always trying to drop some extra gems and stuff because nobody listens to his rhymes as much.
True.
So Master Killer is your center of attention. But Raekwon and Ghostface can interface with each other though too, between Willman and in this situation, Raekwon can become a negotiator too.
Yeah.
Now, within these crews, who rolls with each other? Like if you and when you split off into twos, does Raekwon and Ghost naturally go together? Method Man goes by itself. Because usually
no superstar goes on their own though. No superstar I've ever been involved around.
I've seen a superstar be able to flow on his own.
Ooh.
I'm talking after you get there, not going in. I'm talking after you get in the spot.
Oh yeah. Superstar almost always drifts away because he don't need to be around.
But the negotiator and the will man usually kind of roll together.
In the situations where I've been the superstar, I've just floated through the night. Right. It don't matter to me at all. When I'm the superstar, I'm just like, whatever, it's good. I'm out here chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Good to see you too. Level, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. I mean, that's it. Like having everybody needs to have a good run as a superstar. I think once to decide if that's what you about or not. You know, because most of the time that's just not what I'm about. But I know people that have had long careers,
very long careers,
successful careers as a superstar.
But it's hard to keep up that superstar status too. That's the thing.
It's tough. The toughest positions to be in are superstar and retired cat. Because retired cat, you're gonna leave the game and you're gonna get thrown right back into the fray of what's been going on while you've been gone.
With no updates.
No updates. Like yo,
no software.
I thought she was good. No man, I ain't fuck with her in a minute. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like what happened?
No new updated software. You still working?
Like dog, where you been at? And then you constantly got to get hazed by your boys for loving your girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why retirement stage, man. You got to go there when
and it's hard if they retire and come back in though to the game too.
Yeah.
If they break up with their girl, come back in.
Yeah.
They working on Windows 98 and everybody else got
Super Nintendo turned 25 today. You come back as a Super Nintendo if you
yeah. And think about it. Time moves even faster now. Being a guy that's retired now. Even going out in general within months, like my data processors.
You know what? I don't know what I am now because
the game. I'm saying, and I guess.
I mean, I can still go. I've got. I guess that for the most part, the Beatles are still. We could resume the position that we were in when we. No, we lost one guy. We lost one guy. We lost one of the Beatles too, and he ain't coming back. He went religious. Like he went like ultra.
So he's John Lennon, like he's dead basically.
No.
I'm saying
he's like Pete Best. Like he's it's like he never was there because he ain't coming back. Like he's not. Like we had a conversation about it and he told me at like 3:00 in the morning at a party, he was outside, he was like, I'm not coming back at all.
Like I'm never coming
back. But it's good to see you though, dog.
Cause you come back to a party
because you my boy. Like he talked to me like I wasn't even like still there anymore. Like
you were finna die.
Yeah, like he talked to me like he came back from being dead to talk to me for a second. It was like,
and I'm going back to where I came from.
He was like, yeah, I'm
like he came from another dimension.
He was like Uncle Charles. Like he just came back. He was just like,
so he just said, I'm not part. Like I'm not partying.
Yeah, I'm not part of this no more. But I'm happy with where I'm at. But I'm not partying no more.
Is he married too?
No, and this was the most OC cat in the crew. But this, no, probably not. Okay. Because he's been gone that long.
Damn. Okay.
So I mean, but there was that. But there's two. So I guess we're now like really like we have 4 Beatles now at this point. You know.
Damn.
So
okay.
I guess now I'm kind of like John Lennon now. I guess. Oh, I send it up to John. No, I kind of always was John Lennon because I would be the front guy. I would talk when the superstar didn't want to talk. The other guys weren't going to talk. I guess I always was John Lennon and I was.
So for women's crew, so to talk, let's put our ladies in at least a male percent of what we think of women's crew.
This is how I see it.
Yeah. So let's go. So as
I don't even know what to write it up as.
Let's kind of keep.
It's usually superstar and the rest of them.
Damn. I think it's superstar. I think there is a utility for a woman though, and then I think everybody else.
Who's the utility chick?
It's usually the second in command. It's usually a chick that. Okay,
how big is the crew we're doing here?
4.
Really? Women rolling even packs. Women almost always rolling odd packs so they can have a decisive number.
You think so?
As I can see.
Okay, well let's go with 5 then.
Women either are in pairs or they're in 5. No more, no less. They're like Hydra.
It sounds like the fucking Jedi's. Like no, it's only for the Sith. It only can be 2. No more, no less.
Yes, I think that's accurate.
But so if there's 5, I think there's a superstar, a utility.
Okay, lady crew. Let's do this. Superstar.
I think there's a utility too because because the superstar sometimes thinks she's too fine to talk to anybody.
Okay.
Utility is the one that does get the superstar can't have.
But are the other three henchmen
Yeah. No, not henchmen.
So the superstar.
We gotta come up with a different category for them then, because it's not henchmen.
Well, because the utility is almost always the wheel woman for them too. Like utility does way more roles than a woman crew.
I think there's a wheel woman for a woman too. I think the utility and wheel different. I think the utility is the one that talks to all the dudes and knows everybody to get in all the clubs. But the superstar is just fine enough to be able to get y'all in because he know y'all with her.
I think that the utility woman and the superstar are on equal planes of being fine.
Okay, no, but I'm saying, but the superstar carries herself a little bit more regal.
I think she carries herself a little bit more detached. I think the superstar.
So it makes people want her more.
Or they fuck that stuck up light skinned bitch.
So we only saying that the superstar could be light skinned.
Well, no, I'm just saying that the superstar can be anything. But I'm just saying that's a typical fuck that stuck up bitch. You know what I'm saying?
But the utility is the one that people can
talk to.
There's
2 henchmen if there's 5 women.
Yes.
All right.
There's 2 henchmen.
So
but I think a wheelman, there is a wheelman for women.
Yeah. Okay, so
there's always one girl that's kind of
superstar utility.
And she's the moral compass for the crew.
All right, superstar, wheel woman, and henchman.
Mm-hmm.
Henchman.
I want to change the wheelman name to chaplain. The wheelman is changed to chaplain. I want to take that to a chaplain because he's usually the moral compass too of the crew.
Wow, chaplain. That changes any.
Because they're the moral compass. Usually, man, come on, man.
We going home, girl. We not.
But think about the boys' crew, dudes' crews like that too. Come on, man. You ain't got. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna hate, but he gonna pull you to the side though and be like, "Come on, man. You can't be doing that, man. All right. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Okay.
And usually when he says nah, we ain't doing that, everybody kind of can. The people may rebuttal and do their own thing, but when he leaves, everything is kind of off kilter. It's like it's fucking anarchy if he leaves. Because the utility man can only do so much because he's trying to mix and match. He's only can save one.
That's the whole team right there for the ladies, right there. That's all 5 of them right there.
Damn. that is it. That is it.
Done.
Done.
Finished.
Done. Hey, done.
We're done with this.
Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what? I'm burning the things that we're writing down on tonight. Yeah. They're getting burned.
But let me see that one more time. Because actually, that is.
That's perfection.
Damn,
that's a 96 Bulls right there.
But it was so. Yeah, man.
That's a 96 Bulls.
Yeah, man.
Only I think utility is Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That's 100% it though. That's 100% it though. But because the thing is though, damn, it makes so much fucking sense because our crew can overlap this crew if you want to because
it's the same
one superstar messed with one of the henchmen for the longest of times.
I didn't know that.
No. I'm talking about the longest of times. I'm talking about 4 years.
So do you think that you know what? Honestly, male superstars and female henchmen make a lot of sense.
But we talked about at the beginning though, that the superstar will go after henchmen a lot.
Yeah, superstar's just there for the W. He's not concerned about all these other things. He's not tied into the.
He's not necessarily savage. They're not. It's not going to be the ugly chick either, though.
No. Henchman doesn't have to be ugly. No. Hell no. When it comes to a woman, first of all, I'm not messing with no crews of women
that are unattractive. Now the henchman may go off on his own and mess with some ugly crew. Our henchman, the man henchman, may go off and mess with some ugly women in another crew. Totally independent.
So henchmen for women or do a completely different role than henchmen.
100%.
Like I could never see a male henchman and a female. I do know a male henchman and a female henchwoman that got together, and it's my henchman and his henchwoman.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rare. It happens though occasionally.
But mostly the superstar picks up a henchman.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
But within this women's crew though, how does that that ecosystem run?
Oh, I have no idea. Listeners, you're gonna have to
somebody email us.
You're gonna have to weigh in. You're gonna have to weigh in
at gmail.com. We just know the roles. We don't know.
I don't know anything about y'all from that angle on.
How do you envision it?
Yeah. How do I think it works out? I think everybody likes the chaplain. I think that the chaplain might spend a lot of time with the hench people because it's an opposite to them, and then that the superstar and the utility person can be cool enough, but that like there's always kind of an underlying thing kind of between them because one of them might make the other one's life hard. But girls kind of always love each other if they're close to each other, so they don't really dislike each other. But yeah, it's weird. Like it's weird. Like, and so I think that being a utility chick is different than being a utility guy. Like, utility guy can mess with everybody in the crew, but I don't think a utility woman messes with everybody in the crew. It's heavy. But here's the thing. But here's the difference, though, is that every part of a female crew, I think, can get together and hang out and have brunch or go to happy hour together or something like that. Whereas that ain't gonna happen in every dude crew. First of all, because I ain't getting...
who's rolling in the mid crew?
I ain't getting up to go to brunch with none of my boys.
But okay, if there's who's rolling together normally on a day-to-day?
For dudes?
Yeah, it's probably a superstar, negotiator, wheelman, utility, and one henchman.
Retired dude can't roll every day, so he's out. Happy to be here. He shows up when any combination of people get together. In and out, he might be there already. You don't ever know. Center of attention can usually go anywhere with anybody. So center of attention can hang out. So if you had to take a 3-man, if we had to make like a 3-man weave of people that can hang out, I'd say superstar, negotiator, center of attention.
Really?
Yeah. Utility guy can get there at any point in time, but negotiator gonna be out. Because negotiator's out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So negotiator, superstar, center of attention. So if you had to trade it out, I would trade out either superstar or center of attention. Superstar doesn't have to. Superstar, part of being a superstar is not being out all the time. You know, so like I would say probably the most common group is center of attention, negotiator, and utility guy.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. And if it's a duo, is it normally negotiator, utility man?
Yeah. They got the most in common, I think. I would think so, yeah.
That's hilarious. So, women, email us on this because we don't
understand.
We don't know. I don't know how the inner workings
know.
of that hierarchy goes, you know, and how it kind of ebb and flows. Because I can see there are. I would say there's more monarchies in women crews, from my perception, than there are in men crews.
Groups will break up though. They'll break up.
Crews don't break up. Really.
Yeah, men. It's rare if you see a entire crew fall apart. You'll see dudes that just get pieced off because somebody might move or somebody might retire. But only moving and retirement are really the only things that break apart entire dude crews. And even then, they ain't really broke up. They just only get together when they go to Vegas.
Right. It's just a reunion after that point.
Yeah.
But women crews will split and splinter.
Yeah.
And usually when they split, they don't pick up nobody else.
No, they don't. They just do different stuff. They get married. Or they go and
they don't pick up like if there's 5 and 3 of them go one place, 2 go another place. It's not like that 2's gonna pick up.
Now, without a doubt, boyfriend and girlfriends are the number one thing that
will break up women crews.
No. Crews. That will penetrate crews.
Oh, 100%.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, it will change.
Yeah.
That's how you can get anybody could get the.
Who gets penetrated first in these crews?
Ooh, wheelman.
Wheelman normally is somewhat retired.
I think utility man or woman is the hardest one to get narrowed down. Because they're kind of the most deft one. They're kind of the one that kind of sees, I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Superstar can get taken out. Superstar lady can get bought out by a cat that plays for the Rams or plays for the Chiefs or something like that. Yeah, because she fine as fuck. And
yeah.
She could get.
She's off the board.
She could get purchased. You know what I'm saying? So she's out of there.
What about the utility woman?
Utility woman, see, that's a wild card. Because like utility woman, it's really up to what they want. Honestly, like they kind of quarterback their own fate, because like the utility woman is the one that's in the club, probably the one that is negotiating with the utility guy, you know. That. You don't see,
so what happens with that utility guy versus
utility guy versus utility woman?
Like, or is it a chess game between the two of them?
It might be, because that's two people that ain't gotta do nothing they don't want to do. So it's like crazy, and it ain't the same kind of I ain't gotta do it. You can fool a superstar woman or a superstar guy into being with you. You know, just cook for him or buy her a purse or something like that.
And stroke their ego, whatever their ego, whatever they
acquiesce to whatever it is that they want. And superstar woman or superstar guy will be with you. You will have your trophy as long as you don't challenge them. If you don't challenge them and just let them continue to be them and just kind of lull them into being what you want them to be, you will have your superstar woman and your superstar guy. Which is why I say, once again, superstars are not a first place ribbon. It's not a trophy. It's simply just the role you take within your group of people. There are no winners or losers in this.
No, everybody's winning.
Everybody's winning. Everybody's winning when you got a good crew. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the mid-2000s, it was like We Gonna Make It beat was playing in the background the entire time. You know what I'm saying? It was like life. I would wake up in the morning. Fuck the real shit. Like it was that real, like all the time. Like life was good because I had a good crew. I had good people around me. When I first moved back here, I had a strong crew. It was merging. It was 2009, 10. You know, the scene was popping. I had a good crew. Got in with some other crews. New crews started. It was dope. It was like Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, so it was dope. You know, but you know, it's like
like Def Jam. I say more like Def Jam. There's so many different random artists.
It was like Motown, actually. You had like 5 main dude crews in St. Louis,
all under one label.
Yeah, exactly right. And then you had them that blended into other ones. So I mean, but it was you know what I'm saying. But I mean, it's dope when you got a good crew, because you got a good crew, everything's better. You know, and even after you retire, if you have enough people to retire and a couple people that haven't retired, you can still get together. You know, your henchmen, there's a few people that have to be retired in order for the crew to still work. Your henchman has to be retired. Like, he can't still be OC. Like, you can't still be ready to fight people when you're 35.
Yeah, he's got to retire.
He's got to retire. You can't go out with a fired up ass henchman.
And the dude that's just gonna be kind of getting on every chick though too, and
he's got to retire too.
He's gonna play the numbers game.
Yeah, he's got to retire.
Yeah,
like every chick, every girl. in the
So
world.
that's a good question though. How is an updated 30-year-old crew?
Ooh, so you guys cross out like 3 roles. On the
It's gone.
There's no superstar anymore.
Yeah,
there's no superstar once you get past that. That's why that role don't really mean that much. Superstar's gone. You gotta have a wheelman still. Obviously, you've added 2 more retired cats. So you got a wheelman, you got 2 retired cats. You still gotta have a utility cat, and you still gotta have a negotiator.
And you always want to have a happy to be here.
You know, happy to be here always gonna be around.
In and out's gonna always be there. Center attention's always
in and out. Everybody's in and out at that point, though. In and out at that point is somebody that's got 3 kids.
Damn, instead of 1.
Yeah, you can still live with 1 kid.
Yeah.
2, you risking it. 3,
how do you think that the 40-year-old crew and cats didn't divorce, they're breaking up from their relationships, and you know? How does it
40?
Do crews have mergers then? Like, is it a merger system then?
Yeah,
like,
I think at that
is
point,
it become a merger?
Yeah, at that point, I don't even know if you have a crew anymore.
Or is it duos then? Like, you broke up with you got divorced when I got divorced, so we look like we together.
I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know.
Cause I mean, let's keep it real. 50% of relationships, people in the divorce. That's just a reality.
More than that, yeah.
It's 50%. So. We're saying if everybody's retiring, half of them is going to be back out on the market in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, but you come back to the market with kids, you know, so you don't have as much time to be out there. You got a different job. You know, cats get settled in their ways. They don't want to be out there. So I think that the crew days are the crew days. I think the best days to have crew days are late 20s. I don't think that nothing parallels to having a strong crew in your late 20s.
I agree.
Like,
you got a little bit of money that you ain't maybe not balling, but you got enough to do what you want to do whenever you go out.
Make it work. Yeah. Like the 2 times to have a good crew are extremely early 20s when don't nothing matter, or late 20s when.
I agree. That middle part is when you kind of really trying to hustle and figure out some shit.
Yeah. You trying to figure it out. You losing cats to gangs. You losing cats to cats they think they're gonna get married to. You know. There was less women crews to choose from in mid-20s than there were in early 20s.
So there was mergers? You feel like there was women
mergers?
mergers?
I think there were a lot of mergers. Yeah, I think women merge more than guys do. I think women crews are like conglomerates where they just come together.
This is like when you, IBM, and we Hewlett Packard, we need to come together and go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I think women crews like InBev.
Damn.
You know,
We're gonna buy Miller out. We need to buy
we'll
Miller
buy
out.
out all these smaller ones. You just come with us.
Is it because it's more single women, like the single women?
I think women like to make friends with each other. I think women like the idea of camaraderie. They like the idea of other women they get along with. You know, like you ever had your girl like meet another girl and she just be like, oh, she's nice, you know, blah 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 blah, and then they don't end up really being homegirls. But they kind of merged a little bit because they hang out and kick it. Like, you know, so like, I think that women tend to merge more than guys do.
Yeah, dudes don't have new friends like that.
Yeah, no. I don't remember the last time.
And usually if the guy gets a new friend, it's through another friend. So it's like, he got edified.
I don't even remember who my last new friend is. Who's the last friend I got? I don't know.
That you just met on a clean slate?
No, just in general, at all, period. I don't remember the last time I made a friend. Last time you made a friend was Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler's and it's your boy too.
Yeah,
it always happens through somebody.
That's through somebody else. Though.
Yeah. Tyler's awesome. He sent me pictures from his wedding the other day. Pictures of me at the wedding acting crazy. He's awesome. He's one of the best
but that's through somebody else. It wasn't like I bumped into.
You know, as I got older, I made more female friends.
I agree. Me too.
I mean,
like I don't need no more male friends.
I got enough. I got enough. They don't.
And I barely can keep enough up with the motherfuckers I got.
Yeah, like I got enough ones that are here. Like for me, my lifestyle doesn't match the lifestyle of a lot of my friends. So I mean, I have to kind of be cognizant of that, and that's all right. But it's weird, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't need any more friends. I'm cool. Like I'm good. I don't need that. I got enough family and I got enough friends, so I don't need any more of that. So unless you offering something,
then it ain't no point.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up, man. But all right, so the female crew, male crew meet each other at a bar.
Yeah.
What happens?
Organized or randomly?
This is random. Just how is things?
How big of a five lady female?
5 lady friends.
Damn, I guess a 9-man dude crew?
No. We're only gonna run with a 7-man crew.
Okay, so we got so In and Out and Happy to Be Here are out, or Happy to Be Here. Let's leave
Happy to Be Here is here. Let's throw out Retired. Retired is not there. Retired and Center of Attention.
In and Out.
No, Retired, In and Out are not here.
All right, so Retired, In and Out are not here. So all right, so you got the Superstar Lady. So connect the dots. Say everybody wins. 2 guys lose. That's okay.
Yeah.
As a guy, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're only going to win 10% of the time in your life as a guy.
Exactly.
I don't care
so
who
this could be interchangeable with all.
Maybe the best looking guy maybe wins 11%. That's it though.
Very true. His is a little bit better. His sales record is a little bit better.
Maybe better. But you also could have one of these guys in the crew is a money flashing ass cat.
Who is the money flashing cat?
I think
Superstar? No.
Superstar don't give a fuck about it.
Is it the
Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Money flashing cats don't stay in one crew. They just fly around all the time.
Yeah, Happy to be here. I can see that. Yeah. So Happy to be here may be able to come up.
He could have, but he's not here because he's somewhere else.
Yeah, because he's gone. He's with another crew.
Yeah. No, In and Out is the money cat. I'm sorry. In and Out, not Happy to be here. Happy to be here got money, but he ain't got no hoes, so he's just around.
Okay.
So, can I say that?
No, you can't do that.
Damn, sorry.
No, it's fine. We didn't manage that. It's all
sorry,
good.
guys.
It's all good.
But I can't say I'm like a radio person.
Yeah.
I can't say.
Yeah, I'll bleep it out. I already was thinking like, I'll bleep it out.
So I would think that if you had a lady crew and guy crew, Superstar and Wheelman. I think the Wheelman could fall into the Superstar lady. Because she ain't really tripping. She ain't really tripping.
He's gonna cater to her,
and he ain't tripping off of her though either. Not even about him catering to her. She ain't tripping off of the other people. She ain't tripping off the utility man because he's talking. She ain't tripping off the negotiator because he might be kind of low key talking too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He probably drinking, kicking too much. Superstar, they're having a battle of the wits. They're having a battle of egos. So she ain't gonna talk to him because he ain't came over to talk to her.
Yeah, but also is the chaplain gonna have the force to go after her though? He doesn't have.
No. I'm gonna say who gets the chaplain. So I think the Superstar lady. I think the Superstar lady and the Wheelman would fall in together easy.
Okay.
All right.
But the Wheelman is the chaplain. That's the same interchangeable.
The Wheelman ain't a chaplain.
Okay, I got you.
That cat ain't a chaplain.
Small Hawkeye?
Yeah. Neither one of them is a chaplain.
Yeah.
They're a wheelman, though.
Yeah.
So I think that they fall in together because they just kind of, it just offsets and it makes sense. So then for the lady utility, henchman? Think she ain't tolerating that?
She may end up with the negotiator. Because he's trying to negotiate what we got going on. She's
you know what?
She's a default.
The utility chick ends up with the utility guy, and they just be kicking it, and you finally be like, "What's going on here?"
Oh, so they're the ones that just be hanging out randomly, and it's like,
how long this been going on? That's because they both kind of on the same wavelength. And neither one of them really goes like, I don't know. I think that the utility chick and utility guy are kind of the same person.
They are.
So
very similar. Very similar.
They might feed into some narcissism or something and feed into the other person.
Because utility person is very narcissistic too on the low.
Oh hell yeah! Because they know what they can put. Because they know what they can do.
Because actually they're usually the most intelligent of the crew.
Bingo.
And they think that and they understand that they're not the one with the biggest, best mouthpiece like the negotiator, and they know they're not the superstar, so they know they roll already, so they know what they have to.
So they got the most comfort zone of anybody in the entire crew.
Exactly, but they also they also know that they're the backblood too, though, with this operation.
Crazy. That's crazy, yeah. So maybe
they have the most ego too. So both of these people have the most biggest ego too, talking to each other on the low, but nobody knows they have the most ego because on the frame they know how to flow.
So then it breaks down to a man versus woman thing. Where inevitably,
then it's a whole nother.
Where inevitably women win.
Yeah.
So that's that's a whole nother thing. So then you get to the chaplain. I think the chaplain and the henchman.
Really?
A woman
because she's trying to reform him.
Not even reform him. A strong-willed woman that a wild dude is interested in. That strong-willed woman is gonna win. Because she's strong-willed being a chaplain. She gonna starve his ass out. And he gonna be like, damn, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, he ain't gonna be as much of a goon anymore when you out. He gonna be chilling. You gonna see him dressing differently and shit, messing with her. And then you pop up, and they done got married. And now the chaplain and the henchman done got married in the most unlikely shit of all time.
So then, on the flip side, the
Superstar gets a henchman. Superstar gets a
henchwoman.
It's a henchwoman, yeah. Superstar and a henchwoman hook up, for sure.
Because she's going to be down for whatever he's talking about. Because she's happy to be down with the henchman.
On top of that, yeah, she probably got some paper, too, on the low. Like, so she probably got some paper on the low. She probably like a lawyer or a doctor or something.
So does the Superstar end up on the odd end of this?
No, I think Superstar ends up with one of the henchwomen. No,
so it's Superstar woman.
No, I said that she's
ends up with the wheelman.
Yeah.
So then the negotiator.
So now the last woman role
would be the henchwoman. So I guess we're going to the negotiator then.
Center of attention.
Yeah, because she's
going random shit.
Because she's going to
be some random shit. Yeah, right. It's going to be some random shit. So the people that end up hollering at one of the friends of them and one of the in vogue to the TLC of this woman crew is the negotiator and the happy to be here. Happy to be here crew bounce for a while. Negotiator and happy to be here. And you know what? And negotiator mess around and stay single as long as anybody. Just because they hustle. They hustle, man.
Yeah, and they always trying to figure out what's going on here and there.
Negotiator end up with some white women. He ended up with some white women.
Because he negotiated his way into some random spot on his own?
Yeah. Negotiator got some white women.
That's so true. Oh man, it's so true. Oh, that's so true.
Y'all are gonna hate us for this show. I already feel it.
I hope that. Yeah, it's gonna be some emails on this one because I know women gonna be like, "Well, no, our crew don't run like that." You know, all right. Well, hey, let us know. Let us know, fellas. Let us know also how your crew runs. Email us straightolc@gmail.com. Tweet us straightolc as well as Straight Out Lowcast fan page. Man, yo, we'll be back next week with another joint. Peace.